Hello everyone, and today we are going to study word problem under linear equation in one variable. At the end of the discussion, please be ready for a practice test. Under this word problem, we are going to focus on number, geometry, money, age, and work problem. So we will start with this number problem. The sum of two consecutive odd numbers is 52. Find the numbers. So we are asked of two consecutive odd numbers. So we will start with representation. We let x be the first odd number and x plus 2 be the next consecutive odd numbers. Equation. So the sum of two consecutive is 52. That means we are going to add the first and the next consecutive, and their sum is 52. But the first is represented by x and the second or the next is represented by x plus 2. So the sum is 52. Solve the equation. Combine similar terms. X plus x is 2x. And then 2 will move to the right hand side as negative 2. And then simplify and then divide both sides by 2. 50 divided by 2 is equivalent to 25. So what does 25 means? So remember the representation. The first odd number is x and the next consecutive odd number is x plus 2. So that means the first odd number is 25 and the next consecutive is 27. Let us check our answer. Go back to the problem. The sum of two consecutive odd is 52. Find the numbers. So we have 25 and 27 as our consecutive odd numbers, and 25 plus 27 is indeed 52. So therefore, our answer is correct. The two numbers are 25 and 27. Based on the previous problem, so these are the steps in solving a word problem. We start with representation. We use x to represent the unknown, and then followed by equation. Form the equation based on the problem, and then solve the equation. Interpret the solution. What is the value of x in the problem? And then check your answer, verify the answer if it satisfies the equation. Okay, let's continue with geometry problem. The perimeter of a rectangle is 50 cm. The length is 5 cm more than the width. Find its dimension. The dimension is referring to the length and the width of the rectangle. But the width is unknown. And the length is 5 more than the width. So we let x be the width or let the width be x. And the length is x plus 5 because the length is 5 cm more than the width. And then for the equation, let us remember the perimeter or the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle. That is 2L plus 2W, or 2L plus 2W is equivalent to P. In our problem, the length is represented by x plus 5 and the width is represented by x. And P is 50. So the equation will be 2L, which is 2, x plus 5, 2W, which is 2x, is equivalent to 50. Okay, so let's simplify first. Distribute 2 to x plus 5. That will be 2x plus 10 plus 2x is equal to 50. And then combine similar terms and then transpose 10 to the right side, making it negative 10. Then divide both sides by 4. X will be 10. So let's interpret the solution. So remember the representation. The width is represented by x, and the length is represented by x plus 5. So that means this is the width, and this is the length. So the width is 10 cm, and the length is 15 cm. Okay, let us check our answer. Let's see if the perimeter will be 50 cm if the length is 15 and the width is 10 cm. So it is correct. It is equivalent to 50 cm. So the answers are correct. The length is 15 cm and the width is 10 cm. Okay, for money problem, let's consider Anna. Anna has 500 pesos. She bought 5 notebooks of the same price and still has 125 pesos left. How much did each notebook cost? So it is asking for the cost of each notebook. So that means it is unknown. The price is unknown. So let X be the price of each notebook. For the equation, based on the problem, Anna has 500 and then she bought five notebooks. So 5 times the price of each notebook equals 125. That is the amount left for Anna. Okay, so we are going to solve this by transposing 125 to the left side as negative 125 and negative 5x to the right side of the equation as 5x. So we have 375 is equivalent to 5x. Divide both sides by 5. X or 75 is equal to x, or x is equal to 75. So what does 75 means? So let's go back to the representation. The price of each notebook is x. So that means the price of each notebook is 75 pesos. Let's check our answer. Go back to the problem. Anna has 500. She bought 5 notebooks of the same price and still has 125. So from 500, we are going to subtract the cost of 5 notebook. So that is 5 times 75. So 500 times minus 375. And what is left is 125. The amount left for Anna. So our answer is correct. The cost of each notebook is indeed 75 pesos. Hey, age problem. Mark is 4 years older than his sister Joy. In 6 years, their ages will add up to 38. How old is Mark now? So Mark's age is compared to his sister's age. But what is the age of his sister? Okay, let Joy's age be X. And then since Mark is 4 years older, Mark is X plus 4. But in 6 years, how do we represent their age in 6 years? Then we add 6 more years to their present age. So Joy's age is X plus 6 and Mark is X plus 10. Okay, in 6 years, their ages will add up to 38. So the age of Joy, which is X plus 6, plus the age of Mark, which is X plus 10, will add up to 38. So we are going to simplify or combine similar terms first. And then transpose 16 to the right-hand side as negative 16. Okay, then divide both sides by 2. So therefore, x is equivalent to 11. What does x means? Okay, so according to the representation, Joy's age is x and Mark's age is x plus 4. Meaning, for the present time, Joy's age is 11 and Mark's age is 11 plus 4, 15. So Joy is 11, Mark is 15. But the real question is how old is Mark now? So the answer for the problem is Mark is 15 years old. So let us check our answer. So in 6 years, their ages will add up to 38. So Joy is 11 years old and Mark is 15 years old. After 6 years, Joy is 17 years old and Mark is 21 after 6 years. So we will add their ages after 6 years. So 17 plus 21 is 38. So therefore, our answer is correct. The answer for the question, how old is Mark now, is Mark is 15 years old. Word problem. Anna can paint a fence in 6 hours. John takes X hours to paint the same fence alone. Together, they finish the job in 4 hours. Find X. So the problem is asking for the number of hours John takes to paint the same fence alone. So let X be John's number of hours to paint the fence alone. So work rate. Anna's rate is 1/6 job per hour. That means she can accomplish 1/6 of the job per hour. John's rate can accomplish 1 over X job per hour. So together we will just add Anna's rate plus John's rate is equivalent to 1/4 job per hour. Okay, so working in this equation, so we have to um, do something with the denominator. So the denominator has the LCD of 12x. The LCM for 6x and 4 is 12x. So the LCD is 12x. Multiply all of them by 12x. We can actually cancel for each term, but I would like to distribute all of them to all the terms. So we have 12x over 6, 12x over x, 12x over 4, and then we have 2x coming from 12x over 6, and then we have 12 from 12x over x, 3x from 12x over 4. So let us combine similar terms. 2x will go to the right hand side as negative 2x. Therefore, x is equal to 12. So what does 12 means? Remember, let x be John's number of hours to paint the fence alone. So we let x be the number of hours John can paint the fence. So that means John can finish the job or painting the fence in 12 hours. Okay. So 1/6 of Anna's job plus 1 over x of John's job is equivalent to 1/4 of the whole job per hour. Okay, so just replace the value of x. Let's simplify. 3 over 12 is this 1/4? Yes. So that means our answer is correct. Okay, so we are going to proceed with the practice test.